Welcome to the Cheetah Encounter at the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden. Imagine yourself on safari in Africa where the water hole is the center of life. Here, all animals, including the majestic cheetah, come to quench their thirst. Today, you will witness the amazing speed and agility of this, the world's fastest land mammal. So sit back, relax, and welcome the animal trainers of the Cincinnati Zoo.
Today's still the wrong way. Nope, there we go. There we are. Oh, no, you're not supposed to come back. Oh, come back for more. This is Chant. He is one of our oldest cheetahs. He's a 7-year-old male cheetah. And he's a little confused. Go on home there, buddy. That's right. Get back that way. Cheetahs, I don't know if you know this. They're amazing animals. Beautiful, lovely walk. They're sort of like the supermodels of the cat world. Not too much going on upstairs. I mean, I hate to say it. Sorry, buddy, you know it's true. But you've got good looks. You make up with good looks. Yeah, cover his ears. He's not even paying attention. Well, welcome to the Cheetah Encounter Show. This is our 4th year doing this show here, so raise your hand if you've been here before. It's pretty spectacular because they are powerful runners and hunters, but also they're very shy and very delicate creatures. Now, I heard Lynn out here earlier, and she was explaining how we get our cheetahs to run. We get them to run using that fluffy dog toy. We're going to get straight to the point. She was supposed to hide it over here, and we'll get to our run, but... Wait. Saw Lynn out here, right? She was supposed to hide the lure over here, but I don't see it anywhere. Well, that's kind of a challenge, folks. You see, cheetahs are not going to run after something that they're not interested in, and they just don't run for fun. Well, we've got a bit of a mission on our hands. We need to find ourselves that lure. So, I'm going to need some help out here, folks, finding some lures. Well, luckily, we've got a variety of cat species here, and one of them may be able to help me out using their amazing adaptations. Headed from this end of our yard is Jumbo, our African serval. African servals are found in the tall grasslands of Africa. They love grasses. I wish you could see this here because Jumbo is busy playing in those grasses found on that end of the yard. Come on here, Jumbo. You can do that over here so people can watch you. Servals are found in the tall grasses, and it's great for them because they can hide from predators or animals that are trying to eat them. But the consequence is they can't see their prey or their own food very well. That's when those big ears come in handy. Servals have excellent hearing. They're able to hear a rat or a mouse, their favorite food, a football field length away. That means you can put Jumbo on one end of the Bengals stadium. You could put a rat on the other end. He would be able to hear. This yard is about football field length, so if there's any movement happening here, Jumbo should be able to hear this. Out in Africa, they'll chase that rodent, pounce up, and jump on it. Well, rodents don't want to be eaten by servals. They run underground into a burrow hole and then attempt to get away. In which case, a serval would simply do that. Reach your arm into that burrow hole and pull that rodent right out. It's a great adaptation they have. It helps them to find about 4,000 rodents a year. So if there's any holes in this yard, Jumbo can actually reach in and pull that lure right out. But sometimes a rodent does get away, and their second favorite food are birds. Now, life is pretty tough in the African grasslands, but servals have built-in springs and the ability to jump 5 times the length of their body to grab birds right out of the sky. Now, Jumbo's going to demonstrate this jumping ability for us. All right, Jumbo, it's a warm-up jump first and foremost. Focus. Look up. There you go. Now he's figured it out. He's going to look for the best vantage point and jump up there and grab that ball. Good job, buddy. Notice you did that from a standing position. But I did say that was a warm-up jump, so we're going to take that ball higher up and really show off that jumping ability. We have some lines on these poles here. You can see how high Jumbo really is jumping. Some servals in the wild jump 10 to 12 feet to grab birds right out of the sky. All right, Jumbo, moment to shine. Focus. Be the ball. You are the ball. And while you're up there, look around and see if you see that lure, because we're missing it. You sort of need it. It's very important. Think about it. All right, Jumbo, nicely done. Yeah, you did a great job. That's pretty impressive stuff. It's really impressive if you put it into human terms. If you were 5 feet tall and had the jumping ability of a serval, you would be able to jump 25 feet straight into the air from a standing position. That would be like being able to jump on the top of an electrical line or on the top of your roof. So you would come in handy during our Cincinnati storms. You really would. Well, Jumbo, it didn't seem to hear anything. Didn't see anything from way up there. Let's see, where can... Oh, you know what? Let's look in the pond. Most cats are not big fans of water. However, there's one species of cat that thrives in the water. This is Minnow, and she's a fishing cat. I know that sounds made up, but it is true. Fishing cats live along rivers and streams in Southeast Asia, and they do actually fish. They tap the surface of the water to mimic an insect landing on top, much like you throwing your fishing line out to do the same thing. When that fish comes up thinking you have a meal, they become a meal, because there's the fishing cat waiting for them. That fish tries to swim away. Well, as you can see, a fishing cat has no problem getting wet. She keeps her eyes open underwater. Okay, look down there again, okay? And uses that short tail, much like a rudder on a boat. She'll do exactly what you see her doing there. Take her fish onto the shore. Sometimes they play with their food before they eat it. Other times they just go ahead and have a meal. Now, fishing cats are very unique, so I know that you are all thinking, you are very mean cat show trainers. That poor cat has to spend her whole day wet now, just so we can see her dive in the water. But they have a very specialized coat. They give a couple little shakes, and then they are completely dry. So as Minnow runs off our show area here, you'll notice the water will wick off her body. That's just her way of staying dry. Fishing cats aren't always active, however. Sometimes they lie really still, just like alligators and crocodiles do, with only their eyes, nose, and ears above the surface of the water. They live in very murky water, so they camouflage very well. And when fish swim by thinking they're nothing but a floating piece of debris, that's when our fishing cat springs into action. Now, Minnow often tries to camouflage here in the show yard. We can kind of see you. She says, all right, I'll hide in these grasses. No one will notice this. Now, fishing cats are very secretive and very elusive animals. You can see she moves very slow. It's not very nice. They're just built differently. That's... Really? Yeah. I said dog-like. That's an actual dog. You know what? They laugh. They're laughing at us, not with us. That's fine. Well, don't feel cheated. Oh. Now they feel bad for you. Here for the jokes. This dog is a very important part of cheetah conservation. This is CJ, and she is an Anatolian Shepherd. She's a guard dog. It's a type of dog used in Africa to guard livestock against predators like cheetah. And all it takes to scare a cheetah away from livestock is... What's it take to scare a cheetah away from livestock? Sit there and look cute. What's it take, CJ? Nothing. This is the other audience position part of the show where you Google Anatolian Shepherd. And learn that they're the dog with a really loud bark. And in Africa, they take their job very seriously and work really, really hard for the people there. She doesn't work hard here. No, it's a good thing she's an ambassador dog and not an actual working dog because she'd get fired. Anywho, the dogs do their job. And if you hear a dog barking throughout your day here at the zoo, chances are you're hearing that dog bark. Just not. I've got nothing. They're not interested. No, they're here to see a cheetah run. They don't care how. All right. Make it out. All right, you know what? Well, since I figured it out, I'll go over there, help out with the run. You tell them what they're about to see. All right, sounds good. Are you ready to see a cheetah run? All right. Now, as we talked about it before, that lure is super, super important to seeing these cheetahs run. It's attached to this lure system here. You might see right in front of me. And it is controlled by one of our trainers on our motorized lure system. It's a pretty important job because not only does she have to keep that lure super close to the cheetah so they stay interested, she also has to keep it just far enough away for them to be able to run for quite a while for you all to see. Now, we will have 2 cheetah runs. Our first is the male cheetah that you saw at the beginning of the show. His name's Chance. He is our 7-year-old boy. And we are running a new pattern today. This is the very first time we're running this lure pattern. Just so you all know, it's going to go right in front of us here, in front of this bush, around that big mound, and it's going to stop way back there by Alicia. Looks like we're ready, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, the fastest animal on land, the African cheetah. He's got it in his sights. Around the bush, around the mound, and he cut it off, but he didn't get it just quite yet. Here he goes to a nice speedy stop. Good boy, Chance. Everyone give him a nice round of applause. Now you're going to see Linda and Alicia pull that lure right out of Chance's mouth. No? No? Even though they are trained cats, they're still wild animals, and that lure is something that they just spend a lot of energy trying to catch. So what we've done is we've trained our cats to trade in that lure for a silver pan with a big juicy meatball on it. Now, in case you missed that run, we will have a second run in just a few minutes, but let's talk about some of the things that make cheetahs so great at what they do. And here he is again, ladies and gentlemen, the fastest animal on land, the African cheetah. Tom is really fast out of the gate here. He doesn't quite see it now, he got it. Here he goes. Let's see what he does with this new pattern.
Around the mountain. Oh, it's stuck in the grass. You got it? Yep, you got it. Everybody give Tom a nice big round of applause. Got stuck there in the tall grasses.